Good afternoon. I'm Westchester County Executive Ken Jenkins, and I am so thrilled today to be joining you from the Saxon Woods Pool here in White Plains. With the lap lanes and the splash feature for the kids, a giant pool and miniature golf, Saxon Woods Pool and the park has something for everyone. This is a great place to take your family and to kick off our upcoming holiday weekend and summer season. I'm joined today here by the Commissioner of Parks, Recreation, and Conservation, Kathy O'Connor, Commissioner Terrence Raynor from our Department of Public Safety, Commissioner Susan Spear from our Department of Emergency Services, Chris Erickson, our Deputy Commissioner of Environmental Health from the Department of Health, and we have so many other folks that are here with us this afternoon, and we're going to have an opportunity to introduce everyone as we continue. We're all geared up for the summer, and in a few moments, each one of our commissioners and deputy commissioners will take an opportunity to talk about all the important safety tips for all our residents to keep in mind as we head into the 4th of July weekend. Our nationally accredited and award-winning Parks Department has prepped all the pools, beaches, and parks so you and your family can enjoy a fun-filled summer at one of our many county facilities, over 50 of those, over the 18,000 acres. Our health department will share safety, sun safety, water safety, and barbecue safety tips if you're planning on hosting a family party or gathering with friends this weekend. Our Department of Public Safety will discuss the increased DWI enforcement on the roadways during the holiday weekend to keep all of our motorists safe. In addition, our Marine unit's going to increase its patrols out on the Hudson River and Long Island Sound due to the anticipated increase in recreational boating traffic. The Department of Emergency Services will discuss outdoor fire safety, fireworks, grills, and campfires, as well as safety tips to protect your pets from the extreme heat. The message is a simple one. We want to wish everyone a happy and fun-filled summer and holiday weekend, but we're encouraging all of you to celebrate safely and responsibly. So with that, let's start with our Commissioner from the Department of Parks, Recreation, and Conservation, Kathy O'Connor, from the award-winning and nationally accredited park system. Kathy.
Thank you. Thank you very much, County Executive Ken Jenkins. And he does get the award for announcing the most time of being nationally accredited award winning. So very proud of that. I'm here to really say a super congratulations and a real show of support for our park staff as well as the lifeguards. And we have 3 lifeguards standing behind me. In this day and age, and I'm laughing because they definitely look younger and younger, but don't be fooled. They really do know what they're doing, led by our captain, Elena Olson, who is here, and she's flanked by 2 of her guards. I would ask the public, and we have thousands and thousands of people coming to our facilities. Last Tuesday, while school was still in session, because it was so hot, we had 2,600 people here at this pool, which is unheard of. All of which is great. We're very excited that the public loves our facilities, but I would ask the public to really adhere to the rules and regulations. It's not to be, tough guys. It's to keep you safe, but also to ensure that you're going to have a good time. I'd like to thank our superintendent here, Mr. Ryan Matthews. I think this is the 4th time that we've been here in 2 weeks, so thank you, Ryan. We love this facility, and we look forward to a wonderful summer here. I'd also like to thank First Deputy Peter Tartaglia, who's behind me, and Deputy Commissioner Mr. William Bland. William oversees the Parks Division that also obviously oversees the lifeguards. We hire close to 300 lifeguards, and again, I can't say it enough. I can do a lot of things. I can't do what they do, and we have a wonderful crew that really, really sticks to the rules and regulations, and we're just so proud of the work that we've done. We also have the director of our parks, Mr. Joe Simoncini, is here, and collectively we work as a team, and we really, really look forward to a wonderful holiday weekend as well as the rest of the summer. We are open full day from 11 to 6:30 at all our pools and beaches, except for Croton. Croton is a little bit shorter period, just on the weekends. But from a couple of days ago on, we are open for business 7 days a week. So we look forward to seeing everybody come out, have a great time, and really enjoy our facilities. They're at their best right now. I also want to just, as always, say thank you to our county executive, Ken Jenkins, and his staff. They have been fabulous to work with. He is a true supporter, not just because he keeps saying that we're nationally accredited, but Ken knows our facilities, uses our facilities, and is a tremendous supporter of our department. We also work closely with the Department of Department of Public Safety. We couldn't do what we do without them, and emergency services. So thank you to those commissioners too. Thank you. Have a wonderful holiday weekend.
Thank you, Commissioner O'Connor, for all the things that happened here. Here at Saxon Woods Park, and again, this has been the fourth time we've been here in the last 2 weeks, and it's because of a credit to all of the workers that are here. Certainly, we want to make sure to say again to Captain Elena and certainly all the lieutenants that are here with us, Armani and Christian as well. They're the leaders of the team. They have the folks that are making sure to keep all the folks in the pool safe and secure, and swapping people out and making sure that that happens. And certainly from public safety, we have our park rangers here and our county police here as well to make sure everyone is also being safe. So again, make sure that you're paying attention to those. And if you're on a beach, in our parks, whether the 3 beaches, whether it's at Playland, Glen Island, or out at Croton Point Park, make sure you pay attention to the flags and always listen to the lifeguards. So again, thank you so much, Commissioner O'Connor, for everything that you do. Up next, we're going to ask Chris Erickson, who's our Deputy Commissioner of Environmental Health, but more importantly from the Department of Health, to come up and bring his thoughts for going into the holiday weekend to keep things safe, secure from an environmental perspective, and that includes barbecue and sun safety. Chris.
Thank you very much, County Executive Jenkins. As it's been said, the weather looks like it's going to be good over the next few days. We've heard that. So we just want to take a few moments here to remind everyone of a few safety measures that you should be taking for this July 4th weekend and also all summer long. First of all, be sure that your family drinks plenty of water throughout the entire day. Even if it really doesn't seem really hot and humid out, dry air can dehydrate someone quickly. Reapply sunscreen with an SPF of at least 15 every 2 hours. And if you're someone that's going to go out for hikes into the woods, or you have an increased possible number of mosquitoes or ticks, you can apply those repellents to you, but apply the repellents over your sunscreen. When you go to a pool that has lifeguards, and this is something that the commissioner just talked about here, remember that the lifeguards are there to watch the water, but drowning can happen silently and in seconds. So adults must keep their eyes on their children. Lifeguards are not the babysitters out there. When your family spends time together in and around the water, designate an adult to watch the children at all times. Take turns so that everyone has a chance to relax on this beautiful weekend coming up here. And for a refresher on swim safety, we've created a water safety video, which is on our official Westchester County Government YouTube channel, and I would encourage everybody to go there and watch that. If you're having a cookout over the weekend, the last thing you want to do is really make your family sick and your friends sick from food poisoning. So for a safer cookout, cook your meats proper to an internal temperature, so that chicken has an internal temperature of around 165 degrees, ground beef to 160 degrees, and pork to 150 degrees. Salads that contain mayonnaise or eggs, such as macaroni potato salad or coleslaw, should be kept refrigerated or on ice in a cooler until it's time to eat. So again, finally, I'd like to thank the county executive for all the time we've spent with us working on getting these pools open and operating, and wish everybody a healthy and happy, safe, wonderful weekend. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris. And it can't be said enough of making sure to pay attention to different things that Chris Erickson, our Deputy Commissioner from the Department of Health, specifically focusing on environmental health, spoke about when we're going to those barbecues. And, we've gone to so many and see those things around. Again, having those foods cooked to those proper temperatures. Most people don't have the little pop-up thermometers that they see. So to make sure that those things happen for you and your family members and friends that are coming over to participate. But the other part is, especially with the foods that are the side dishes, like a macaroni, like salad or a coleslaw or anything like that that has mayonnaise or eggs in it, it needs to be refrigerated. So if you walk up to the barbecue and you see it's been sitting out there for a while, you might want to skip over that. That's at least the laugh that Chris Erickson said. And don't let somebody make a plate for you. You got to check it out yourself. All right. So I think all of us are going to continue to make sure that that happens. The other thing is also to make sure that, especially when you assign someone to watch someone in water safety, Chris Erickson mentioned, and we've been in so many places. We were at Glen Island and talking about the situation there with water safety and making sure that those things happen in seconds around pools. Even if someone's assigned, you have to swap them out as well to make sure, just like the lifeguards do, they rotate them. The same kind of thing with family members, because you can either be on the beach and you could be lulled to sleep just watching the waves come in, and next thing you know, someone's disappeared and you can't see them, and it could be a tragedy. So make sure that you do that. The lifeguards are not the babysitters, so don't do that. They'll be angry with you, and you wouldn't want Elena or Armani or Christian to roll up on you and say, "Where's your kid?" All right. So again, make sure that we continue to move forward with that. With that, now I'm going to ask our Director, our Commissioner of Emergency Services, Susan Spear, to come up and bring her thoughts about the weekend.
Good afternoon. Thank you, County Executive Jenkins, and all of my colleagues from the other county departments for your roles in protecting public health and safety. Summer is a time for fun, especially outdoor activities. A few simple tips can ensure that your summer stays safe for adults, kids, and family pets. First, fireworks. Every year, we see easily preventable injuries from fireworks. In Westchester County, personal fireworks and sparklers are illegal. Sparklers can reach 1,200 degrees Fahrenheit and cause serious burns. We encourage you to celebrate July 4th by attending a professional fireworks show, such as the festivities at the Kensico Dam Park on Thursday, Playland on Friday, or a local show in your own community. Fireworks can be especially scary for family pets. Keep them indoors during fireworks in a calm, familiar space. Provide distractions, such as a favorite toy, and make sure there's plenty of background noise, such as music or TV. Backyard barbecue grills and campfires. Keep grills away from the house, deck railings, out from under eaves, and away from overhanging branches. Keep campfires away from tents, shrubs, and branches. Keep a 3-foot area, a safe zone, from the grills and campfires for kids and pet safety. Clean your grill after each use. Make sure campfires are fully extinguished before you leave the areas. If you are out riding around on a lithium-ion battery-powered scooter or e-bike, please be sure to recharge them safely. That means using the charger that came with the device, not a cheap substitute charger, and do not recharge them in a doorway or in a hallway to prevent egress if a fire does start. And finally, family pets. Dogs are especially susceptible to heat. In addition to wearing a big old fur coat, they do not sweat, and they get rid of their heat through panting and through their paws. So you want to make sure they have plenty of water. So if they're panting a lot, plenty of water. When you walk them, make sure you walk them during the evening or the morning, not during the heat of the day. And if possible, walk them on grass, not on blacktop pavement. Make sure to brush cats and dogs regularly to remove excess hair, and that has the added benefit of less vacuuming. Cats also need plenty of water and a cool place to hang out during the heat. But if you do experience an emergency, call 911, and please teach your kids when and how to dial 911 if there should be an emergency. So these simple steps can save lives. Thank you, and happy summer, everybody.
Thanks, Commissioner. Right. And again, while Many people probably did not realize that dogs don't sweat. I just learned something, right? That dogs don't sweat and they get their heat out by their panting, which I always thought, but also through their paws. So again, making sure that your pets are safe and secure, as well as making sure that you are practicing whatever grilling that you're doing, making sure that you create that 3-foot space around it, making sure that, especially if you're a homeowner or you have around a facility, that you know where the proper fire extinguishing equipment is, and certainly having people that understand and know how to dial 911 is very important as well. Making sure you don't walk away from a campfire or a barbecue while it's still going, making sure it's 100% out. That means break out the water and make sure you put it all out. And especially in any of the facilities that we have, it's so important to continue to do. So again, the fireworks part is very, very simple. Don't do it, right? In Westchester County, again, or personal fireworks are illegal. And again, whether it's a sparkler, and most people don't realize how fast and how hot it can get. 1,200 degrees is no joke, and it happens in seconds. And again, the thing we don't want anyone doing throughout all of the conversations we're having today is visiting the emergency room or anything like that, or even worse, on a holiday weekend. That's not where we want to be. We want to make sure to take the prevention, because once they always say in our emergency services division that preparation, that ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. So we're going to continue to do that. At this time, we're going to ask our Commissioner of Public Safety, Terrence Raynor, to come up and share his thoughts about what's happening here in Westchester County on the holiday weekend. Commissioner.
Thank you, County Exec. As we are here today to encourage all of our residents and guests to enjoy all that Westchester provides in the way of our parks, our pools, our beaches, and holiday activities, we also want everyone to be safe and responsible. The July 4th weekend generally brings an increase in traffic on our parkways and a surge of visitors to the county's recreational facilities. In response, the Department of Public Safety, from tomorrow through Sunday, we will deploy additional uniformed police officers and emergency service unit officers to our parkways and throughout our parks system. Our officers will be conducting enhanced DWI enforcement on our roadways, and it's also vital that we perform boating while intoxicated enforcement on the Hudson River and the Long Island Sound. Our parks patrols will also be supplemented by our seasonal park rangers. Supervising those park rangers is, to my left, Sergeant Pagliuca from our Patrol Services Division. And they'll work under the supervision of Sergeant Pagliuca, as well as those supervisors from senior staff who'll be at some of the locations throughout the county. There are a number of special events, which include a music fest and fireworks at Kensico Dam Plaza on July 3rd, as well as fireworks at Playland on July 3rd, but I see here also on July 4th. So we do ask that you leave extra time to arrive and be mindful of pedestrians as you drive to and from these events. Also, it's very important that I acknowledge our police, our PSEF, which is our emergency force, deputy sheriffs. They will be deployed throughout Westchester County at different festivals and parades and firework displays in order to help keep these other municipalities safe. So we do anticipate an increase, as I mentioned, in recreational boating traffic over this weekend. So our Marine unit will be conducting those patrols, and we want to remind boaters that it is illegal to operate a vessel under the influence of alcohol or drugs, just as it is illegal to operate a motor vehicle under those same conditions. We will be establishing, through our Marine unit, safety zones around a number of municipal fireworks displays planned in some of our waterfront communities. Our goal is to ensure safety on our parkways and a safe, enjoyable atmosphere at our county's parks and pools. Please bring any concerns to the attention of a police officer, a park ranger, Parks Department employees, or always with emergencies, you can dial 911 for an immediate response. And as we've been saying since 2001, if you see something, say something. We want to ensure the safety and the well-being of all of our residents and our visitors as this weekend progresses. Thank you very much. Thank you, County Executive.
Thanks, Commissioner. And again, as we continue to say for everyone as we're going through this particular process, the message is still a simple one, that we want to wish everyone a fun-filled summer, but we encourage all of you to celebrate safely and responsibly. And whether you do that here in one of the county facilities, one of the 55-plus facilities that we have, or you go to a local municipality and participate there, again, leave the fireworks to the professionals. Make sure that you pay attention to all of the public safety law enforcement personnel that's trying to make sure you're going to enjoy safely and securely. If there's any incidents that come up, make sure that you report that to a person there, police, in our case, park rangers or police, a park employee, and certainly continue to make sure that you always can call 911 in the case of an emergency. But at the bottom line is we want everyone to be able to celebrate safely and responsibly. So let the professionals wow you with their pyrotechnic displays on the 4th of July weekend. In White Plains here, they're having their fireworks display tonight. We have ours at Ketsco Dam tomorrow, the 3rd on Thursday, and on July 4th at Playland Park. But there's so many happening in all the local municipalities as well. Enjoy those responsibly. And whether you're at one of our parks, a beach or a pool, at a backyard barbecue, make sure to have a wonderful and enjoyable holiday weekend. Thank you for all joining us today. I want to wish you again a happy, a safe, a healthy, and a festive 4th of July weekend as we celebrate America. Thanks for watching. I'm County Executive Ken Jenkins, and have a wonderful day.